Still in calculus, definite integral. So guys, I explain indefinite integral wherever I introduce it in briefly with some very useful examples. Check the description of the video and watch the indefinite integral. So today we are going to see to the definite integral. Difference between definite and indefinite integral is indefinite integral, it has no limit. Let's say this is x squared dx. This is indefinite integral, it has no limits. But definite integral, which is the one that we are going to see today, definite integral, it has what? It has limit a what? Limit a to b. So suppose I have f of x dx. This is x squared dx. So this is what we call the definite integral, and this is the indefinite integral. Indefinite integral has no limits. We don't have any number here, but definite integral we have a to b, as we have 0 to 2, 1 to 3, 0 to, so these are the what? This limit, it shows that this integral is definite. It's defined, because at indefinite integral at the end there is no way that you can solve and find a solution, but except we are going to say plus constant. But the solution to this is the same thing as f of b minus the f of what? A, which is upper limit, the upper limit minus the lower limit. So this is what? Definite integral. So let's see how to solve these examples. So let's take a look to the first question. It says integral of 2 to 0 x squared dx. So how can I integrate this? I have to first integrate x squared. By integrating x squared is the same thing as I have to keep my function as it is. I have to add 1 here. I have to divide by the whole this, which is 3. So this is the same thing as x cubed over 3. It's the same thing as 1 over 3 x cubed. So this integral should now be, after integrating, I'll have 1 over 3 outside. I'll put x cubed and the limit 0 to 2, which is equals to, I'll put, where I see x, I'll put the upper limit minus, everywhere I see x, I'll put the lower limit, then I'll subtract it. I have 1 over 3, I have x, which is 2 to the power of 3, minus x, which is 0, 0 to the power of what? 3. So this is the same thing as 1 over 3 into 2 power 3, which is 8. After then, the next thing that I'm going to, I have to say minus what? Minus 0. So this should now be equals to what? 8 over what? Over 3. So this is the final solution to what? To this question. So we have the next question, says that integral of 3 to 1, which is 2x dx. How can I integrate this? You all know that if I integrate 2x at the end, I will say I have the power of 1 plus 1 over the whole this, which is 2, and therefore 2 will go with 2. I'll have x squared. So this is the same thing as, after integrating, I'll put x squared 3 to 1. Then I have to say, substitute this upper limit. I will have 3. This x, I will remove the x and put the upper limit, which is 3. I'll square, I will subtract again, and this x, I'll put the lower limit as 1. Then I will say power 3. So this is the same thing as what? This is the same thing as saying 3 square, which is 9, minus 1, which is equals to 8. So 8 is the solution to what? To the second question. So the third question, integral of 2 to 0 of what? X squared plus 2x plus 1 dx. If I integrate this inner bracket, integrate this, I'll have plus 1, which is 3, divided by the 3. I have to say plus 2x add 1, which is 2, divided by the 2, plus the integral of constant, it is x. It is that value that you are differentiating with respect to. So therefore I have to say, after integrating, I'll have 0 to 2. At this point, the upper limit, whenever I see 2, I have to insert it in place of what? Of x. So I have to say I have x here, so I have to put 2 plus I have x, I have to put 2 plus 2, I have my squared, I have my cube root, I have 3, I have 2, and therefore I have what? This is the same thing as 1. So as you can see, the next thing that this 2 will go with this 2, and 2 power 3, which is 8 over 3, plus 2 square, which is 4, plus what? Plus 2. The reason why I say this is for the upper limit. For the lower limit, I have to subtract. Everything will give me 0, because this will now be 0 over 3 plus 0 over 3 plus what? 0. So everything should now be 0. So I have to say this plus this, it will give me what? This and this. 2 square, which will give me 4. This plus this, it will give me 6. I have to say 8 over 3 plus 6 over 1. So I have to take the LCM, which is 3. 3 into 3, which is 1. 1 multiplied by 8, it will give me 8. Plus 3 into 1, it will give me 3. 3 times 6, which is 18. 18 plus this, I'll get 26 over 3. So 26 over 3 is the final solution to this. So we are done with this question. The next question is that we have integral of 3, 1 over x squared dx. I have to integrate it, but this is, I can rewrite this as 3 to 1 as x to negative 2 dx. So integrate this x to negative 2, x to negative 2, I'll have x to negative 2, I'll add 1, I'll divide by negative 2 plus 1. This is the same thing as minus this minus this plus this, I'll have x to negative what? X to negative 1 divided by what? Divided by negative 1 again. So what next? So as you can see, this is the same thing, this is the same thing as this, then I integrate this. So at the end, I'll have negative x to negative 1 as what I integrate. So this should now be negative x to negative what? 1 to the limit 3 to 1. Then this is the same thing as I have to insert the 3 in the what? To the upper limit, I will insert in this value of x, and then I will insert the lower limit again to the value of x, so that I will find my result. So this is the same thing as I'll have this negative what? Negative 1, and then I have to say minus so this is the same thing as saying I'll have negative what? 3 to negative what? Negative 1. Then I have to say minus negative what? 1 to negative what? 1. So what should I going to get? So this is the same thing as saying negative 1 over 3 minus what? Negative 1 over 1. I hope you get it. So this is something as minus 1 over 3, negative and negative, it will give me positive 1 over 1. So if I take the LCM, which is 3 into 3, it will give me what? 1. So 1 multiplied by 1, negative 1, plus 3 into 1, which is 3, and then 3 multiplied by 1, which is 3. Minus 1 plus 3, it will give me 2 over 3. So 2 over 3 is the final solution to this fourth problem. So the next question says that 1 to 0 x minus 1 squared dx. I have to first simplify this. X minus 1 squared is the same thing as x minus 1. X minus 1. X times x, it will give me x squared. X times 1, which is x times x, x squared, x times 1, which is negative x, and negative 1 times this, I'll have negative x. This times it, I'll have plus positive what? 1. So I'll have x squared minus what? 2x plus 1. Then I have to insert it 1, 0. I'll have x squared minus 2x plus 1. So I have to integrate the inside what? Bracket. Integrate this, I'll get x to the 3 over 3 minus 2x squared by 2 plus x. Don't forget with this, x power n is the same thing as x, n plus 1 over n plus 1. So this will go with this, and then I'll have x cubed over the 3 minus x squared plus x. So I have limits 0 to 1. Insert this one as the upper limits. I'll have 1 to the 3 over 3 minus 1 squared plus 1 minus the lower limit 0 over 3 minus 0 plus 0. So automatically this is 0. So I'll have 1 over 3 minus 1 plus what? Plus 1. So as you can see, the next thing that I'm going to do here is that I'll have negative 1 and what? And this. Negative 1 and this, it will give me what? This and this will go, it will give me 0. So therefore my final answer should now be 1 over 3. So as you can see, 1 over 3 is the final solution to this question. So this is all I have for you for what? For the definite integral. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and do share to your learning colleagues. Thank you. Have a nice day.